I grew up in a small town, the kind where everyone knows everyone else's business. At 18, I thought I had my whole life mapped out. I was the eldest child in a family that struggled paycheck to paycheck, and college wasn't an option. Instead, I worked at the local diner 6 days a week, saving every dollar I could for a better future. My mom always said, "It's not the cards you're dealt, but how you play them." But I couldn't help but feel like my deck was stacked against me. One bright spot in my life was Sarah, my high school sweetheart. She believed in me in ways I didn't believe in myself. "You've got something special," she'd say, squeezing my hand. "You just don't see it yet." At 22, I hit rock bottom. Sarah and I had moved to the city, chasing dreams that felt as distant as the stars. I took on odd jobs, a janitor by morning, delivery driver by night, but the bills kept piling up. I remember one night staring at the eviction notice taped to our door, my chest tight and my head spinning. "You promised we'd figure this out," Sarah said softly, her voice breaking. "I know," I replied, ashamed. "I just don't know how to fix this." We scraped by for another month, selling furniture and skipping meals. One day, while scrolling through job boards, I saw a listing, "Sales trainee, no experience needed. 250 a week plus commission." It was a lifeline, albeit a frayed one. The sales job turned out to be door-to-door work, grueling, soul-crushing, and commission only after the first months. I hated it. I hated the rejection, the long hours, and the blistering summer heat. But I hated feeling like a failure even more. One afternoon, after a particularly rough day of slammed doors and icy glares, I met Mr. Barnes, an elderly man with a kind smile. He didn't buy anything, but he listened. "Son," he said, "life's like sailing. It's not about how many doors close. It's about finding the one that opens." That moment stuck with me. Slowly, I began to change my approach, not just in sales but in how I view life. I started setting small, achievable goals, one sale a day, then two. Each victory felt monumental, like climbing out of a dark pit one step at a time. Within a year, I was a top salesperson in the company. My first big commission check for $350 felt like a miracle. I framed the stub and hung it above my desk as a reminder of what grit and perseverance could achieve. Sarah and I moved into a modest apartment, and for the first time in years, we didn't have to choose between groceries and rent. I began mentoring new hires, sharing the lessons I learned the hard way. People started noticing the change in me, not just professionally but personally. "You're different now," Sarah said one evening, her eyes filled with pride. "You believe in yourself." By the time I turned 30, I was running my own sales team. The kid who couldn't afford college was now earning 6 figures, training others to succeed. But the real victory wasn't the money, it was the confidence it built, brick by brick, from the rubble of my struggles. Looking back, the turning point wasn't just about finding a job. It was about finding purpose. Every rejection taught me resilience. Every small win taught me gratitude. If there's one thing I've learned, it's that transformation doesn't happen overnight. It's messy, painful, and often feels impossible. But it's also worth every step. Today, I still frame that first commission check, not as a symbol of wealth but as a reminder that change is possible. So, to anyone feeling stuck or defeated, remember, your story isn't over. The next chapter could be the one where everything changes. Keep knocking on doors, even when it feels like they're all closed. One will open, and when it does, walk through it boldly. Let's write the next part of your story together. What's the first step you'll take today?